Kambawa, welcome. Using the headset again so you can hear me properly. Today has a bit of a surprise delivery from Trax because it's not. It's surprising it's not what I ordered initially, but a bit of a muddle up happened and happy accidents happened, and it's all been resolved now. The correct item is on its way, and I've still paid for this because it's charmed me in the meantime, despite the fact that I've only looked at it through this jewel case. So yes, this is the Kato 3094-4 EF60-500 series, recently released, along with the EF61 I was expecting in brown, so that's on its way now. Yes, so just a quick rundown of the EF60. This is from Wikipedia, citing sources. So the class EF60 was the first Japanese second generation DC electric locomotive with 6 driven axles, and the first versions used the same traction motors as the ED60 and ED61 designs. Total 143 were built between 1960 and 1964 by Kawasaki, Toshiba, Toyo, and Keisha Seiso and Mitsubishi. Class was between 129 freight locomotives, classified EF60-0, designed to supersede the mammoth EH10s on Kato and Sanyo main freight line freight, and 14 passenger locomotives, EF60-500, to replace EF58s on sleeper car trains on Kato and Sanyo main lines. So this is one of only 14 locomotives built for those duties. So yes, that is our locomotive here. So the EF just trying to see when the 500s. Oh, so the role of the EF60-500s at the head of the Premier Blue trains was short-lived, however, with the arrival of a more powerful EF65 in 1965, and they too found themselves transferred to freight duties. Some later tendencies, the EF60s were found on the Chu, Takasaki, and Ryomo lines in the Kanto region, and some locos transferred to the Hanara line, which is I'm pointing behind me, you can't really see, the trouble heading 8620s I've got with the freight set. It's actually on the layout in a minute, with the electric at the front, ironically, is where they got transferred there. And the Kisei main line in the Kansai region from the mid-1980s. Withdrawals commenced in 1989 as a class for withdrawal from regular operation 86 ahead of privatisation. 2 locos survived into JR days, the EF60-19 owned by JR East for special event use, and EF60-503 by JR West. So I'm just trying to see when the 500s were built, if it tells me. 8 were converted into 200s for banking on the Senohachi section of the Sanyo main line. That's quite interesting. One of them was painted into American train livery. I can't see that they were. So it must have been 60 to 64. So yeah, the 500 is 60 to 64 as well. EF60s initially appeared in a standard all-over brown livery, but were repainted into blue from 1965 onwards. That's the zeros. So these would be blue from build, basically. Express livery is what this is called. So, 1960s, blue livery, express livery. We have a sleeper train that's blue at the front of that, so that's pretty cool. I've got the it's a JR liveried one, but it is the Hokusei sleeper, so we can recreate the sleeper train. But without much further ado, let's get you folks down to the track and see how it runs. It's not been out of the box yet.
So here we are on the layout. Moving the layout into the 1960s really with this, because everything else at the minute set up to the 1950s for a running session wise. But yes, so we have the EF60 now on the track, as you can see. I didn't think you needed to see me getting it out of the box and putting it on the track. Now, it has hasn't moved at all. I literally managed to slide it off the railer. So we are about to find out if it works, but before I do that, I thought you might be interested to know what numbers it comes with. So remember, there's only 14, was it 14 I think, wasn't it? 14, 15 to go out to the 500 series. So you get number 1, 2, 3 and 5 in the accessories pack here, and then you get the case we're trying to read it in Japanese as well. Those two headboards come with it. So that will all be chosen later. So the purpose of this is basically, it's not a running session. I'm not going to see it full of train or anything. Just going to make sure it works, go backwards and forwards, and welcome to the fleet in that respect. So let's find out if it works. Never any room for doubt really on a Kato model running first time is the see the headlight working out. I know you saw the headlight before I did. Beautiful. Okay, so just in a different direction. Again, headlights working. Very smooth pull off. No tail lights. I like the fact there's no tail lights on these models. It never makes sense to me because most of our locomotives are pulling a train when they move, so you want the tail lights off anyway. With DCC, I know you can turn them on and off, so there's a bit more sense there, but yeah, absolutely perfect. I'm very happy with that. So the pantographs will be operational. I noticed that the just noticing that the locomotive will actually move before the headlight comes on. So it seems to me that they've reached the level they have with the steam, where it is, the motors are so sensitive to the power now, they just go. So yeah. Obviously, yes, the pantographs do operate, but I do like to keep them down. We've actually had an accident before one of my little locos, the ED19, has suffered a broken pantograph. As a result of being called, I need to repair that, which is, if you can actually see it, it's just back here, but I will sort it out. Weird, it's on an hour line freight, but yes, so I will sort that out, but yeah. So this weekend, Saturday night on the stream, there will be a stream this weekend on Saturday night. We'll start at 9 o'clock. We will open with this, pulling the Hokkaido sleeper. Alright, so again, thank you for watching, take care, arigato, and sayonara.